Hey Detroit, I'm Tony Hughes, owner of Sherwood Forest Art Gallery on Livernois. Join us June 21st, 22nd, and 23rd to meet world-renowned artist Charles Bibbs for a meet and greet and autograph signing. Don't miss it.
Okay, well, my name is Charles Bibbs. I'm a visual artist, and I've been doing this all my life. Long as have memory, I've always been a creative individual who was into doing art, and I learned at an early age the power of art. And because I used to do all these crazy little things in order to get attention, and from that point, when I learned that if I do art in a certain way, I can get attention, that's when it became my occupation. So I've been doing it for that long. But now, don't get me wrong, my father told me at an early age that there's a thing called starving artists. So I took heed to his recommendation and went into corporate America. Now, I went into corporate America for 25 years, but I never stopped doing my art. I learned a lot about business, and I applied my business acumen with my creative abilities. And I think that was one of the key ingredients that made me successful. So back in 1993, I became a full-time artist and haven't stopped since. To support the gallery, what we do is we have a network of associate galleries throughout the United States, and it works to our benefit if we get out there and make personal appearance to help keep these galleries or these frame shops or these print shops viable in the industry. So one hand washes the other. It takes a whole network of businesses to strive. One person can't do it alone. So that's why we have this network of support that goes along. So the way we support, we make personal appearances. And that way it gives the people in certain regions of the country the ability to have a hands-on experience with the artist. Okay, and so that's why we do this. Well, we're doing a lot of things. We got to go to Atlanta for the National Black Arts Festival. We're working with the 100-year celebration of the Deltas. Well, that'll be in Washington, D.C. Next month. So we'll be there for that. So there's a whole myriad of a lot of things that are going out throughout the country. One of the things that we're happy about and glad to see is that there is a striving community of art lovers that has this resurgence since the 2008 economic collapse. So there's a lot of things that are happening. There's a lot of things that are building up on the positive side for art. So we're happy to be here to participate in that resurgence. Well, the fact that I can get people's attention, okay, and it's all about communications, okay. So when you can take something that you do well and do it in a way where you can communicate with people without using words, that's a great feeling of accomplishment when you can make that kind of connection. So to me, that's what I was put on this earth for, to be the eyes of people that can't see. Okay, so to be the communicator for people who can't talk, to be, to be all those things and represent humanity. Okay, we as artists have always been the ones that put history uh, on call. Okay, since the early days of cave paintings, it always been something of a mystical nature to be able to get images that tell stories about our existence. Now, what we do as African American artists, we tell stories about our existence of African Americans in America. Okay, without that, there would be no record. Okay, we've done a great job in music. We take the lead in rock and roll, jazz, blues, and all the other musical disciplines. We also take a lead in the visual arts. The whole principles of the creative process of music is not so much different from the creative process of visual arts. So musicians call themselves artists, we call ourselves artists, and it all serves the same purpose. So to be able to get people to appreciate music, to get able to get people to appreciate the visual arts is a feeling that I wish other people can understand and have the ability to experience. And I know Carrie, you understand what I'm talking about because you've been in the business, in the art business, for a long time, and this is something that fulfills the nature of being. That's all I can say about it.
So you want to say something to Detroit and invite them down for the next couple of days?
Oh yeah, Detroit, come on down. I mean, not just for me, but for the thousands of other artists that are on display and that's represented at the Sherwood Forest Art Gallery. Well, I can say this. I painted Elaine as a way of winning her over. So and it worked in a lot of ways. It's one of the things that you know I was able to use art to achieve a lot of things, and I have to admit that one of the things that we had in common, okay, was that she had a great appreciation for me as an artist, and I had a great appreciation for her as a person who really appreciated the arts. So we made that connection artistically a long time ago. And yes, I did paint one portrait of her that we kept in our household for a long time until some it one day it just mysteriously disappeared. Okay, and I don't know where that image is today. So, but it's been a wonderful road. 43 years of marriage. Okay, and we've always been in this business together, and we've worked it together, and we've been very successful. And we pay homage to the millions of African American collectors that have not only collected my work, but a lot of other artists throughout the United States. When Carrie was in Los Angeles or in Riverside County, we had a project that typified what the problem exactly was because a lot of the problem kids, we did a survey on all the problem kids in the school system, and we found out that they were poets, they were artists, and they were musicians. They were just bored. We eliminated all those programs from the school system, and when kids don't have any kind of release from the grind of the uh, studies like math, English, and all those classes, they get bored. And you got to have some kind of release, and art has always served that release for a lot of our students. And when you took that out of school, then you created a lot of problem kids. We took a lot of those boys and girls and counseled them and created a mentorship program where they can come to our association and have all their desires fulfilled artistically. We're going to develop things that comes easy with you. The things that come easy with you becomes your style. So using texture became something I was easy for me to express using that type of texture, that type of technique, and slowly it overpowered my presentation and actually became something that is identified to me as an artist. I think I studied a lot of different techniques,
Okay.
and I picked out one that was easy and less complicated for me.
Okay.
So the texture, the cross hatching process, which I call scratching, and the mixing of that process with other paint mediums became my technique,
Okay.
and I've developed that to this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was awesome. I'm
Thank you.
so thrilled to have been able to meet you.
Yeah. Thank
And
you.
just awesome that you come often to
Hey.
Detroit and support us.
It's been a bit of a reunion, especially with Carrie Eaton coming in, walking in here today.
Yes.
It was something that I was expecting him, but the fact that I finally got a chance to reunite with him because he's been somebody who understood art, he understood the artist's mind,
Yes.
and had a great compassion for the young people who are struggling, trying to find their way, and he always wanted to do something about that, and I always loved him for that, and appreciate what he was trying to do.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you for this interview.
Thank you.
Hold on, I want to give you just have a picture with Trav.
The two brothers come back together.
Back together again. and thanks, Charles, for coming into Detroit here.
All right. Okay.
And being on Musark Internet TV.
All righty. Yeah.
And Elaine being here. I'm having a good time with you guys today.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right.
Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right.